drinking with the winemaker again, and in this case, that makes it a very fun day because we're drinking with Tobin James at his home in the Templeton Gap, a beautiful wine region of the Central Coast. And we're going through the wines that are in the shipment. This wine that we're about to taste is classic California. A lot of people associate Chardonnay with California, and Tobin James, as you would expect, has a nice Chardonnay to offer to the shipment. Chardonnay, when I started drinking wine, that was the white wine in California.
It still is.
Is it?
Yeah, it still is. You know, as far as if you're a winemaker, people, the first question they always ask you, what's your favorite wine? And you know, you don't want to answer that because it's like asking, you know, which of your children, which of your children do you like the best? So I tell people our best wine is whatever we have most of in the warehouse, but don't tell anybody, but this is one of my favorite wines. I love the Chardonnay. It has a tropical kind of melon flavor to it that is really very food friendly. But you know, a lot of people think that winemakers just drink red wines, but that's not true. This is one of my favorite wines.
Now, do you have the Chardonnay? It seems has kind of gone through a, you know, and at least when I first started drinking it, it seemed like you wanted it more butter to it than the better, and then it kind of went through. You want more flour, and
you know, I went through that too, and then I just said I really don't like Chardonnays that are buttery and they're over oaked. I didn't like that.
Popcorn.
Yeah. And what I did was I go, this is the one wine because I like to drink it. I'm gonna make it the way I like it, and then you know, which is we tank ferment it cold to keep all the flavors, the tropical flavors, and then we barrel age it to soften it out, to round it out, and then we started pouring it in our tasting room, and everybody loved it. So you know, I made a wine that if all the people in our tasting room, all the customers love it, well then it's got to be right.
Right.
So I didn't make it the way you know, a wine magazine told me, or other winemaker. I made it the way I want it, and then I saw that all the customers like it that way. Clean, crisp, you know, not over oaked and kind of oily and flabby and buttery. I'm not. This is not what I want to taste fruit.
What's the time and place on this?
This wine is definitely. It's interesting because like the Sauvignon Blancs, when you're making dinner, this one's dinner. And
what are we having for dinner?
Well, yeah, and you know, another thing I like to break down stereotypes that, you know, you can only drink white wines with fish and red wines with meats and steaks and things. I don't believe any of that.
Yeah.
I get definitely with fish or chickens. This would be awesome, but if you make a nice steak and you've got a good glass of wine, the way I look at it, if the wine's made right and it tastes good and the food tastes good, it'll work out. It'll work itself out. So I don't like to you know, corner a wine into one food, but.
Now I'm smelling a little bit of oak.
Well, the Chardonnays we want you to taste. We want you to have a little bit of an oak essence, but not overly done. We call it, you know, Chateau 2x4 when you
Exactly.
when you got too much oak.
This is the Chardonnay that I fell in love with, you know, 20-something years ago when you first. This is just lovely.
This, you know, the way I describe this wine, yummy. It's just yummy. Yeah, that says it all. You know.
That's true. You're gonna love this, you guys. Drink it alone. Or like he said, it'll pair great with food. I see scallops in the future of this.
Oh, definitely.
Cheers.
Shrimp.